In today's wrap-up, an Armenian officer captured in Azerbaijan is facing life behind bars. A 6-year-old has died after being beaten to death in the region of Tavush. The government has revealed its newest High Court judge nominee. An explosion has occurred in Yerevan Zeytun district, leaving 1 dead. And Artur Mkrtchyan is to receive the posthumous Hero of Artsakh decoration. Officer Gurgen Alaverdian crossed into Azerbaijani territory and was captured by Azerbaijani servicemen. Armenian Defense Ministry spokeswoman Shushan Stepanyan has maintained that Alaverdian got lost in bad weather whilst attempting to check on a military outpost, whilst Azerbaijani defense officials are claiming Alaverdian crossed the state border illegally to gather intelligence. According to the Azerbaijani Turan news agency, the State Security Service and Prosecutor General's office are accusing Alaverdian of murder, damaging people's health, causing material damage and illegal arms circulation. All these charges could land Alaverdian with a life sentence. The Defense Ministry of Armenia has rejected these accusations as baseless. A 6-year-old child was beaten to death in the village of Khashtarak in the region of Tavush. The child lost consciousness after a severe beating and was later confirmed dead. The boy was transported to Yerevan to receive medical treatment. Health officials stated that he had a combination of injuries to his brain, kidney and limbs. He was also put on a ventilator. A 57-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of beating his 6-year-old grandchild as well as his 4-year-old grandchild. The 4-year-old has a cranial hemorrhage but is expected to recover. A total of 7 grandchildren have been mentioned in a newly opened criminal case, with investigations starting regarding their physical and mental suffering. The Armenian government has nominated law lecturer Edgar Shatiryan to fill one of the vacancies on the country's constitutional court. Currently, there are 3 vacancies in the High Court after the government passed constitutional amendments that forced the retirement of 3 judges who had served for more than 12 years in total. Shatiryan had been appointed by the government to the country's anti-corruption body, but he ultimately resigned after he was not chosen by the other members to head the body. The government had already nominated Vardan Petrosyan to the court, but he ultimately declined the position, stating that he had fundamental disagreements with members of the ruling My Step parliamentary faction. An explosion has taken place in Yerevan Zeytun district. 3 victims have been pulled out of the rubble, with one 56-year-old man confirmed dead. Emergency services were called to the site of the explosion at 7:18 a.m. after a gas leak caused an explosion resulting in a building to partially collapse. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, Health Minister Artur Mkrtchyan and Minister of Emergency Situations Felix Tsolakian were among the government leaders to go to the site. President of Nagorno-Karabakh, Arayik Harutyunyan, has submitted a proposal to posthumously grant the highest state title of Hero of Artsakh to Artur Mkrtchyan. He also laid flowers at Mkrtchyan's grave. Mkrtchyan was the first chairman of the Supreme Council of an independent Nagorno-Karabakh in 1992. An ethnographer born in Hadrut, Mkrtchyan played a leading role in the Karabakh War, advocating for the liberation of the region. He became chairman of the Supreme Council in January 1992, only to be killed 4 months later. And finally, we'll leave you with a series of photos taken by Ｓիվիլիթաս Artsakh team of the Esmerian family who moved from Syria to Artsakh in 2012. In 2018, they opened a cafe called Samra next to their house. The home-cooked food of Samra is bringing the taste of the Middle East to Karabakh, with dishes like falafel and sujuk available on the menu. The family said that in the beginning, locals were not used to this cuisine, but now Syrian cuisine has become very popular.